I feel in the U.S. we are obsessed with race and putting you in a specific category. As an albino, you break whatever standards there are. Like, yes, you are, born of a specific race, but the color is gone. How do you define yourself when you have a trait that separates you in so many ways?
When it comes to that, it's more just about my individuality and my personality. I'm always different. Let's knock out the fact that I have albinism. If I didn't, I'm still a whole different type of breed of a person anyway. I could be like some others who are just, try not to be seen or who try to fit into the crowd. No, I'm going to take this and I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to stick out. I'm going to dye my hair pink because I can. I'm going to get tatted with colors because I can. Yeah. It's self-expression. I do what I want.
God, you are so beautiful to me. Like, you're literally glowing, and it's not just because you're so white.
That's just being judgmental. That's some hell no. That's an abomination.
Now, you mentioned that, you are Native American and black. Do you ever find that there's a lot of flack for identifying as anything other than black? Like, have you run into that in the black community?
Most certainly, especially a lot of times by my mom as well, like upon growing up. Because my mom's very fair-skinned, so I remember one time growing up, I asked her if she was white, and she was like, no, you're black. And then, so when I was going to school, and I tried to tell these kids what I am, if I didn't say that I was just black, I got kicked out of that group. And certainly I'm not white, so I'm not in that group. It's really divided, and it doesn't really touch on all spectrums. We're very intermingled now. There's no just one race.
What are you racially?
My mother is Armenian, and my father is from Helsinki, Finland. So I'm Eastern and Nordic.
Okay, so you're a gypsy.
Pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You like to swindle people?
Yep, sure do.
I thought you were Hispanic at first. Do you get that a lot?
I get mixed, black and white, some kind of Hispanic.
Amber Rose with the natural hair color? Yeah.
I was actually bald before Amber Rose. And newsflash... No.
Here first.
Hello. I wasn't the first bald woman, and there's been a lot of them. But I think, if you're a ambiguously yellow woman with a bald head, you are Amber Rose.
Are you white?
I guess. What is that? I guess.
What is white? What is American? We came here when we conquered Indians. Any American is a mixed race. You
So
came
you're a
from
barbarian
England.
then.
Actually, my last name does say barbarian.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think anybody born after a certain time in this country anyway is mixed. So, we all got a little somebody else floating around in our blood veins. You know what I'm saying? DNA is just,
Nobody's from Africa anymore,
Nobody. Well, not even just from that. It's just everybody. The world now, everybody's got some type of relative that's a different nationality or somewhere down the line. Whether you got to look it up or not, it's there. Yeah. Nobody's 100% of anything anymore.
What is your background, by the way?
I'm Filipino.
Filipino?
Yeah.
Do you get that? What are you?
All the time. I get a lot of races. Usually they get it right because I look very Spanish, but I have very chinky eyes.
Is that appropriate to say? Can I? Well, you can say it, but...
I can say whatever I want.
Okay. Are you a minority?
What do you mean?
You're obviously not white. What are you?
I'm Guyanese.
Guyanese. Brown.
Yeah.
What is, would you consider yourself Caribbean?
Somewhat around there.
Okay.
I'm West Indian.
West Indian?
Yeah.
Do you go to the West Indian Day Parade?
No, what's that?
I don't know. Where you from?
I'm from the Bay. Born in Oakland, raised in the East Bay.
That's where the little black lingo comes in. I hear a little, what's up, man?
It's game recognized game, man. Nothing but congratulating in the Bay.
When you hear about the Bay, especially over in Oakland, there's a huge mix of black and Asian culture kind of come together. What was that like? What was that experience like as a kid?
As a kid, I don't notice it.
Yeah.
I just grew up in it, and everybody just later on, I was very surprised when people be like, "What are you, black and what?" And I'm like, "Really? I'm hella light." My mom is dark as fuck because I'm half Filipino. So, and then I come over here, and my homie is like, "Man, anybody that's Asian from the Bay, you're just black."
Yeah,
For some reason, what that means, I don't know, but that's
you get the ghetto pass.
Yeah, but then I also look right now. I look just hella Asian vato. You know what I'm saying? So
you give me more like Brooklyn white boy. There's but with the
okay, right on.
What is the obsession with the way people talking being? If they're not white, this association that you sound white. I've heard that I talk white, anytime you speak, with good diction. What does that mean when they say that?
Well, they're associating good dialect and, eloquence with white people, but it's just being educated,
What are you? What's your background?
Oh, I'm from Bangladesh.
Do you ever get oh wow, you talk white?
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah.
I thought that was only for black people.
At work, I do.
How do they expect you to sound?
They're like, you sound so proper, like you sound really smart.
Are you supposed to talk like this and be at a 7-Eleven or something? Do you ever get told that you speak really well? You speak too good?
I hardly speak. I'm very observant, so I don't.
Because you talk white.
People. Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Like, is there a white lady hiding inside there? Are you a decoy?
I went to a charter school. I don't know.
There's no such thing as acting white. See, we just coming from out of the box. It's the thinking pattern.
Yeah.
We always inside the box. Think outside of the box. It never was a box. But we just realizing that now. So,
as a Muslim woman, there's a lot of perceptions about your experience, the whole supposed to rap in your head and not being respected. Do you feel that a lot of these perceptions are incorrect, or some of them on par?
In Paris, it's really particular because there's a lot of Arabic young women who emerge in TV reality who are Arabic. And they are also playmates. They bring something really sexual about Arabic women in France. So you can have people who think that Arabic girls are really hot like them, or are really religious. You don't have the middle point, But in Paris, there's a lot of Moroccan women who prostitute themselves for...
Oh, same thing here.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Same Moroccan too?
On a prostitute.
Damn, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's a bad image because I'm half Moroccan too. And sometimes when I say, "Oh, I'm Moroccan," they say, "Oh, you're Moroccan, yeah?" And I say, "Oh, yeah, but not that kind." So that's weird. That's weird.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're expensive, you don't want to cheapen your brand.
Yeah.
Where do we draw the line with all of these titles? Like, when is it overbearing? When is it just unnecessary?
It's whatever you want to. It's however you decide you want to identify. For some people, their race really, they feel like they connect to the world through their ancestors. Whether that's like a religious thing, or if you're proud of like where your family came from, and you really kind of carry that and on your sleeve, then cool, like go for it. If you feel like it doesn't really affect you too much, then it won't. But you can't let anybody else shove you into some kind of, box because they've decided because you're black, you can only be this.
My race and my ethnicity doesn't really mean anything. Like, okay, so it's cool to...
What? You're trying to marginalize the issue of race to be an individual?
That's what we're supposed to do. Eventually, our society should learn to not ask that question of what are you, unless you're just interested in like why my hair is this way, you know? Like, other than that, like who I am should not matter.
Unless you're giving me a grant, for some school,
like,
then
you're gonna pay for my way to college. Like, who I am should not matter in any form of way.
I never particularly identified with any ethnicity that I am. I see myself as a mixed person. In different ethnic communities, that matters to different extents. In different cultural communities, that matters in different ways, such as hip hop. Like, you hear cats such as like Bambaataa and KRS say, it's not about what your ethnicity is, it's about what's your skill and how hard are you gonna kill it. So that's what it really is. Like, whatever you got, bring it, and then we'll judge you. Because before that, you just judging a book by the cover.
What's your favorite stereotype?
My favorite stereotype?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll throw out a couple, then you match me.
Okay.
Asians can't drive.
Asian women can't drive.
Black people are dumb and illiterate.
What? You're really smart.
Here's to making the world a better place, man.
Oh, definitely, man.
All right. It's a kung fu grip right there. Oh, standardized racism.